Hello students, we are going to start today's new chapter, that is reproduction in organism, and this is the first chapter of class 12 syllabus. First topic of this syllabus is lifespan, and lifespan is the time period from birth to natural death of an organism, and it is different for different organism. It varies from organism to organism. It may be of one day, a few weeks, or several years. So it is different for each organism. And then next topic, or the major topic which is related to this chapter, is modes of reproduction. Reproduction is of two types. Basically, when we are discussing about modes of reproduction, it is asexual and sexual. Asexual reproduction involves a single parent for the formation of gametes, and if single parent is involved for the formation of gamete, then there is no variation in character. So the offsprings produced are genetically identical to the parental body. Then the sexual reproduction, it needs two parents, both male and female. Offsprings are not the exact copies of their parents, as they during the fertilization process, the male and female gamete, that is the sperm and ova, it gets fertilized, and during that fusion process, or during the crossing over process of the DNA strands, there is when the variations are created in the character, or the genes are transmitted from parent to offspring, have changes. Not They are not the exact copies of maternal or the paternal characters. So in sexual, two parents are involved, gametes are formed, the offsprings are not exact copies of their parental type. The next topic we'll discuss about asexual reproduction. Asexual reproduction involves basically six types, that is fission, budding, gemule formation, regeneration, fragmentation, and spore formation. Fission is again of two types, binary and multiple fission. Binary fission, the body simply divides into two. That is, the division process may be longitudinal division, or the transverse division, or from any plane of the body. So depending upon the division, it is different for different organisms. In case of amoeba, it is a simple division where the irregular shaped body of amoeba is divided into exactly two. Then next is the transverse. In case of paramecium, the division is transverse, where the macro and micronucleus both divide, and it forms two pairs of macro and micronuclei, and each pair one to the anterior, one pair to the anterior, and one pair to the posterior end of the paramecium. Longitudinal, in Euglena, the division is longitudinal, and the Euglena divides into two. Amoeba divides. The process of division is simple, but the first process which takes place is the nuclear division. Nuclear division, that the nucleus first divides by mitotic division, and followed by the cytoplasmic division. Then paramecium, in case of paramecium, the macronucleus divides amitotically. Macronucleus, which is the large size nucleus, it divides amitotically, while micronucleus divides mitotically. So two macro and two micronuclei are formed, one pair to the anterior end and one pair to the posterior end of the organism's body. Next is planaria. Planaria divides by transverse fission. Division starts with a constriction behind the pharynx. Behind the pharynx, a constriction starts, which is the initiation of division process, and then each part will develop into new by regeneration. In case of Euglena, there is longitudinal binary fission. So all these organisms divide by binary only, but the division process may be transverse, longitudinal, or simple divisions. So in case of Euglena, longitudinal binary fission, locomotory activity before the process starts, or for the process longer the locomotory activities are suspended, flagellum are withdrawn, and it forms a blepharoplast by division, and it is the blepharoplast is two blepharoplasts are prepared by the division, and it is followed by the eumatotic division of nucleus. Then the process is multiple division. During unfavorable condition, amoeba withdraws its pseudopodia and forms a three-layered chitinous cyst. Which is called encystation. After repeated division of nucleus, forms several nuclei get arranged at the periphery enveloped by cytoplasm called amoebulae or pseudopores. On return of favorable condition, the cyst breaks off, liberates young amoebulae by the process of sporulation. In Plasmodium, multiple fission at scission stage. In oocyte, the process of multiple fission is termed as sporogony. Daughter individuals are called sporozytes. So this is all about this we have studied till the fission process, and in the next class we will discuss about other forms of asexual reproduction. Thank you for today.